Welcome to Valhalla Streaming. Today's episode is all about hangars. Two types of people might be interested in this. New Vikings who have recently joined us and want to get into all the free stuff that we have to offer. And two, the people out there in the Eve Echoes community who are trying to set up their own armory or free-for-all hangar, yet still want some sort of peace of mind that there will be modules there the next time they log in. Valhalla has had set records in how much has been stolen, so we've got a vast amount of experience in trying to re-secure goods and making sure that thefts have not happened again. And to the good part, mostly, I can say that has been successful, and we hope to continue that trend going forward. And here's how we plan to do that. Every corporation in Eve Echoes has 4 hangars. Many of them use them in different ways. However, here at Valhalla, we have the 4 set up in this pretty simple order. The first one is the vault, where very select few people have access to. Hangar 2 and Hangar 3 are for industry teams, keeping goods neat and organized. And Hangar 4, which is going to be the focus of this video, our armory. Hangar 4 is being set up so that essentially anyone within the corp can request goods to utilize as they see fit. While the game has progressed over the course of the year, we now have the opportunity to veto items that get selected, and everything that is taken is recorded in a log of who's approved it and who's requested it, which is fantastic. First, we're just going to look at simply requesting an item in Hangar 4. Select the item. This will pop up. Move to. Now, in this case, you want to be always moving it to your personal hangar. Select the quantity that you want of that particular item and click OK and submit. So now that we've should have some requests in, we go to our menu in our corporation as someone that's authorized to approve it. You click on supply approval. The items that you can approve per hangar. As I'm the CEO, I've got pretty much every hangar I can approve. We go to Hangar 4 and then it will load. And this is where the new content gets really interesting. Is now you've got the 3 that need approval. You can click on it. You can see what particular items are being requested, whether it's reasonable, by who, the current market value of those particular items, and you can click accept. Gives you a full identification of who's done what. And then you can go through and have a look at all the other requests, which I just do. Now, you don't have to click on them to go into them, but I always tend to like going into each particular one and looking at each particular one. Depends on the person. So now we're going to look at the items that you want to reject. So I've asked someone to put in a ridiculous request in Hangar 4. So they've come through at quite a significant quantity. As you can see, huge quantity of each particular item. You can check on the item, see what particular one they've requested more of. Some might be legitimate, some other. At the moment, you can't refuse individual items, but you just refuse the total. Refuse all of them, and they can start again. Identifies who refused it, and it also shows you who requested it. Pretty simple mechanic overall. One of the items I do like is it allows you to scroll back through the most recent approvals and have a bit of a search if you're wanting to know who's approved what particular item, and that your other people are helping you out, doing what they need to do in terms of other armorers. You can see there at the bottom, other people are viewing this and investigating and approving things, not just myself, which is awesome. Now that we've shown how to request items and armorers to approve items, we're going to show how to set this type of system up in your corp hangars. But before we do that, I need to point out that trust is paramount in this game. If you trust the wrong person, you're going to get screwed. Doesn't matter how good your permissions are set. If you trust the wrong person, you will be screwed. This is Eve. Here we are in the corporate permissions settings, specifically focused on the hangar. We have set it up here so that over the 4 hangars, which you can see in front of us, officers can take some items out, and some officers can approve other people to have a look. So the 3 columns that you see here for hangar 4 specifically, my finger's just hanging over the top of it there. The far right is the who can approve people to take stuff out. The middle lane is they don't need approval, they can just take stuff out. And the forward line is who can donate into it. This is pretty important to get right, and when we do have, we've learnt the hard way of who should have access and who doesn't. As you can see, most of the officer levels here do have pretty substantial access to Hangar 4 and Hangar 3. But that's because we have quite a few different roles happening within there. But the 2 that we're going to focus on here is the armourer here, and the Dreng, that one there. Now, you can see here the armourer is the person that essentially can approve anyone in Hangar 4. Industry is also given that right just purely because if they're on, they can also help out. But Dreng, which is essentially the soldier rank for all Vikings in traditional Viking hierarchies, essentially they can see everything because they have access to donate to that hangar, but they cannot withdraw without having that permission sit there. So it is vital that you have donate so that they can see what's in that hangar. They do not have the withdrawal function selected, and do not have the approval function selected. Our lowest rank, which is Thrall, which is our new recruits and everything, can't even see what's in that hangar. So if you're coming to Valhalla, you need to organise to get yourself promoted to Dreng through our recruitment process, so that we can provide you with some free stuff. Who doesn't like some free stuff? So that brings us to an end of today's episode, all about hangars. I hope you didn't fall asleep and have made it to the end. But on the note that I said before, it really does come down to who you trust and how you get to know people in Eve Echoes. We do have a great close-knit group of people in Valhalla, and I look forward to meeting many more along the journey. If you think Valhalla is a place for you, come by and have a chat. Otherwise, until next time, fly together, fly dangerously.